Let's watch some baseball. Let's watch some Phillies baseball. Let's go.
Are you ready?
And a very good evening, everybody, and welcome to Trending in the PM, Trending in the whatever you want to call it, the Phillies Mets Saturday night watch party right here on the STT Sports Network. So, guys, what I need you to do is hit that like button, hit that share button, and please subscribe to the STT Sports Network YouTube page. Would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it if you did all that stuff. It would mean a lot to me if you subscribed, if you did those kind of things. We're going to talk. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a drink. I got my little self a beverage here. We're going to watch some Phillies baseball. We're going to have a good old time. Why not? I got nothing better to do on this Saturday night other than hang out with you guys. So we're going to talk about it as the Phillies took game one of this series yesterday. It's, as Fox calls it, baseball night in America. Chris Myers, Dontrell Willis on the pregame show. We're going to talk Phillies. We're going to talk it all. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to do it. So if a lot of people already tuning in on Twitter, please head on over to the STT Sports Network YouTube page if you want to get interactive and chit-chat and talk about the game and what's going on. Normally when I do these watch parties, something interesting always happens. What it'll be tonight, I don't know. But we'll find out as the game goes along. Will I stay on for the whole game? I don't know. I'm going to do my best. Give you guys at least 90 minutes, 2 hours of hanging out here. Also depends on how many of these cocktails I make tonight. So we'll find out. Let's take a quick look here at the Phillies starting lineup for tonight's game. Leading off for the Phillies tonight is, of course, Trey Turner. Hitting in the 2-hole, Kyle Schwarber again. It's basically been the same lineup for a few games now. Alec Bowman, the 3-hole, Nick Castellanos hitting cleanup. We got Max Kepler. We got JT Realmuto catching, Bryson Stott, Otto Kemp over at first base, and Brandon Marsh going against Mets pitcher Griffin Canning. Most of the guys in the lineup have at least seen him once this year. Nick Castellanos a few times. He's got 11 at-bats against them. And then, of course, the Mets lineup going up against Phillies young star Mick Abel, looking to get his third win on the season. We got Francisco Lindor leading off. We got Brandon Nimmo. We got Juan Soto, Pete Alonso. We got McNeil Young, Alvarez, Betty, and I don't even know who their second baseman is there. None of these guys have yet faced Chris Hale, so that's your starting lineup. What we expect from Mick Abel, we are now, I think this is his fifth start of the year. What can we expect out of Mick Abel? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. His starts so far this year, Mick Abel, have been against the Pirates, the Blue Jays, the Cubs, and the Marlins. The Phillies are 2-2 in his 4 starts. He's only given up 1 run or less in 3 of those 4 starts, giving up 3 runs against the Cubs a couple weeks ago. So we'll wait and see. We'll see what we get out of him. But he has been very good this year so far, and obviously had a great season. Anybody watching, please comment if you can hear me well. I got a new microphone, and I'm not sure if it's coming through clearly or not. Still working on some of the settings on this thing here, on this mic. So if it's not sounding right, please let me know. If something doesn't seem right, let me know. Actually, that already sounds a little bit better. The echo's off. We got a Mets fan as the first commenter of the day. That's never good. Go Mets, Phillies do not suck. Hey, well, at least you said it that way. That's good. I like that. Please like, share, subscribe. We get Mets fans. We get Knicks fans. We get Cowboys fans on this channel all the time. It's a big game, Phillies Mets. It's big how game one went. If a Mets fan could agree or disagree, very important to take game one in a series like this. Phillies taking it is a big deal. But taking game 2 is just as important here to go up 2-0 in the series. Very, 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 very important. Again, and vote on the poll. We got 4 votes early on here. 3-1, yes to no. Phillies will win this game. Juan Soto finally picking things up here in June, hitting 300. Okay. It's always nice to see that. Well, not really, but see that he's not totally wasting that $750 million that he is being given by the New York Mets right there. So we're going to talk all baseball, but if you guys have football questions, if you have any other questions whatsoever, we could talk it all. Baseball games tend to drag on, so we're here to talk a little bit of everything. Obviously, last night's game had a huge, energizing moment with the double slide in the home plate between JT Realmuto and Nick Castellanos. Very fun. A lot of great memes and gifts coming from that. But a good moment. Pump Man, what's up, my man? How you doing tonight? Pump Man. Yes. Ace Bailey, no matter what. It's a tough question. It's a tough answer. I don't know. I know you're really on it. He's either going to be Ben Simmons or Jason Tatum. I don't know. When is Bryce Harper returning? I am not sure. He's been taking ground balls. He's been taking batting practice. He threw today. Rob Thompson said, I was expecting the end of July because he had a similar injury that he played through last year. And he said from the end of the season, late in October, till the end of December is when he started to feel better. So that was about 2 months. So I was expecting about 6 to 8 weeks of no Bryce Harper. And it also determines whether he needs to go out there and, rehab at all. What's up? What's that say? Cabron's Gardner? What's happening? Hope you're doing well. What's popping? I got myself a beverage. Sitting here ready to watch a little baseball with you guys tonight. Talk about anything. Football, baseball, movies, drinks. Whatever you want to talk about, we're going to talk about it here tonight. When are the Phillies punting Taiwan Walker to the moon? Well, that's a great Mets question because, you guys are used to him too. I wish it was. I wish they already would have punted him to the moon, but the Phillies are being cheap. He obviously can't be a bullpen arm, so I don't know what they're going to do. Take him, you're talking about Ace Bailey, and hold up bidding war. The Nets, Pelicans, Wizards would give up an arm and 2 legs for him. Absolutely agree. I'm all for trading back a couple spots in the NBA draft, Pump Man. So that's on the table as well, the NBA draft tonight. What is your opinion on the ABS system being implemented? It should already be implemented at this point right now. There's no doubt in my mind that ABS should be used. It's just becoming way too big of a problem. And I don't blame the umpires, Justin. I make sure you like and subscribe and share. I don't blame the umps. It's a tough job calling balls and strikes. And it might have always been as bad as it is right now. But on the flip side of the equation, with social media, with instant replay, the way technology is, it's so much easier to fix, to make their job easier. We've got that little buzzer system for calling pitches, right? Catcher hits the thing, it buzzes or whatever. Why can't there be a very basic system where some technology beeps if it's a strike or not? Just take it out of their hand. It seems so simple, yet it's not. Ace Bailey seems to be the only prospect these teams want to trade up for. If you believe rumors, the Sixers want to trade up for the other kid, Dylan Harper. So we'll see how that plays out. Look, I was all for Ace Bailey with the Sixers at 3 until all the drama unfolded this week with them. And then he was throwing out the first pitch of a Mets game. Phillies going to sweep the Mets today. I would love to see the Phillies win tonight. I think they should win tonight. I think they should sweep the series. Let's not forget the Mets are a damn good baseball team, too. They met a lot, and they've lost a whole bunch of games in a row. It's kind of like the Phillies did a couple of weeks ago. But I would love to see it. Phillies need a center fielder and a closer. Who are they targeting? It seems like center field-wise, they are targeting Cedric Mullins. And on my morning show this past week, I talked a lot about how the Phillies, Cedric Mullins with Baltimore, would be a terrible decision because Cedric Mullins is not that good. Hasn't been for a while. I don't know. There's not honestly been a lot of rumors yet on the closer situation. Obviously, Jose Alvarado getting suspended for most of the year has put a wrench in their plans. They seem to be targeting second-level center fielders again, like Cedric Mullins. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I want this done right. You got to go out and get the best names available, and I don't know who they are. Imagine we had a catcher like Cal. Yeah, I mean, JT Realmuto has picked it up a little bit in recent weeks. Let me get back to the box scores and stuff like that. What's JT Realmuto up to now on the season? JT Realmuto's up to 247 now on the season. He's done better. He's still a solid defensive catcher. He just doesn't hit the way he used to. He just doesn't. It's a shame. I mean, Barkley did the same type of BS to avoid the Sixers. He just ate himself to it. Yeah, exactly. We went through the similar thing, though, also with Eli Manning in the NFL draft many moons ago with the Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning situation. It happened. I just don't know if Ace Bailey has the pedigree to make demands like he's making so far. That's my biggest issue. Is he worth making the demand? Is he worth the headaches? Is Ace Bailey worth the drama? I don't know. We got enough drama in Philadelphia already with sports. Do we need more? Do the Sixers need more drama, Brian? Do they? I don't think they do. That's my thing with no Ace Bailey, is I want less drama with my basketball team, not more. If they draft Ace Bailey, you got a chance to have more drama here. How many runs are Abel giving up tonight? I will say that Mick Abel is going to go 5 innings and give up 2 runs. My official prediction is a Phillies 6-4 victory tonight. But a lot of that will come late in the game. You see the Phillies trading for Luis Roberts Jr. from the White Sox. That fits the same narrative, Yasin, as I talked about with Cedric Mullins. Why do we want Luis Roberts? I don't have his numbers in front of me. I know Cedric Mullins are very average. Why? Why do we need? We've already got an average outfielder, and at least Brandon Marsh is starting to hit a little bit right now. Why do we want a bunch of average players? I mean, going out and targeting average players is why we ended up with Austin Hayes last year. And what was his name the year before? If you want to be serious about winning a World Series, or at least having a chance to win a World Series, if you got to upgrade the position, you upgrade it. You don't make a parallel move. And all you guys are watching and comment, I appreciate it. Please, if you haven't already, like. Please, if you haven't already, share. And, of course, please subscribe. Just hitting like and subscribe means a lot. And vote on the poll. It means a lot. I'll take the talent, dude. Danny Ainge loved Bailey. That is me. Well, I mean, if Danny Ainge likes a guy, that's always a good thing, right? You know, the guy is pretty good at his job. Maybe we make a trade with them and let him have him. I don't know. I just wouldn't trust trading with him because he seems to get our number all the time. Danny Ainge is like us, Howie Roseman with the New Orleans Saints. Better YouTuber, Slice or the Captain? Am I going to lose your viewership tonight when I say I don't know who either of them are off the top of my head? I'm the YouTuber, man. I'm the best YouTuber, okay? Yeah, my channel's fairly new. Yeah, my channel is 544 subscribers to start the day. But I've been doing this a long time on other people's channels. Very, very long time. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Everybody watching, am I coming through clear? I got a new mic and soundboard, and I'm still working on the settings. This is the first time I've gone live with this new setup here. So this is just as much a test for me as anything else. Looks like the Mets are coming out onto the field here. Let's get this Mets game underway. I'll just keep Ace Bailey passing on Tatum. Bite us in the ass. Some stats. We never had a chance for Jason Tatum, just so you know. That's like, that's it. It's very choppy. Damn it. Well, I'm going to work on that as we go here. There's plenty of settings, plenty of things to work on here. That's what you get for buying a new system and changing it out. But yeah, we never had a chance for Jason Tatum, just so you know. It's like the Phillies, not very good. Thanks. I appreciate that. What the Winnie the Pooh? Hey, Eric, I'm just here to entertain tonight. I'm here to have some fun, have a drink, and see what happens. That's what I do. How about that? Does that make the sound any better? Taking that little cover off the microphone. I tend to spit a lot, and I try to put the mics on to cover up. It already sounds better in my ear. It would be sad if we lost 58 games to draft. Yeah, it would. It would. Let's see what Mick Abel's going to do here to start this show out. You know, I like these little pads, you know, because they keep the microphone clean and stuff like that. You know, I got a lisp. I spit a little bit. So maybe there's another thing that I could put up. I'll have to do it another time. We'll just toss that thing aside for now. Maybe I'll just stay away from the mic a little bit there. There we go. But guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Keep commenting. Keep voting on the poll. Greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of those clicks. Means a lot to me. Keep this thing going. The goal is still 1,000 subscribers by opening night for the Eagles. Long way to go. Only a couple months to go. So you got to do it, guys. Got to help me grow this channel that I'm on this year, or starting this year. But we're about to start. We got a jam-packed Citizens Bank Park here. Francisco Lindor. What did they say in the pregame? He's 0 for his last 18. Love the story of Mick Abel and his renaissance this year. Really means a lot. Oh, I was saying, did I not have the box up on the screen? I'll tell you what, Tom Brady is a likable dude off the field. Dude looks like he just be original. His little entrance at FanFest. I didn't even know about FanFest for like 2 weeks ago. Looks like everybody's having a great time. If they do that again, I'm just gonna definitely have to hit that up. Looks like a lot of fun. Mick Abel's story this year is something. A top prospect that fell apart, lost his top prospect ranking, having a little bit of a renaissance. It's a shame. I mean, he's only 23, 24 years old. Throws pretty hard. Doesn't seem bothered by the moment. It's not too big of a moment for him. He ripped that, Lindor. Get there. There's that guy that you got a defensive. Dude, all of a sudden you take him out for one game, Nick Castellanos, for a defensive replacement, and the boy's the greatest defensive right fielder in baseball now. Like, of course, right? That's how you would expect it to happen. Then they go right to Rob Thompson in the dugout on that one. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. The way that played out. Taking the game-winning catch up against the wall the other night. Diving catch there to start the game on Lindor. 0 for 19 now. Got a little curveball in there to start the next hitter. Brandon Nimmo. He ripped that one, too. Marsh, could he get there? Nope. Oh, dude, he didn't have a chance to get there. That's a dead center field home run. That's not a good one. Abel has not looked good to start the game here. A lot of high pitches to Lindor, and that pitch to Nimmo is just a bomb to center field. It looked big off the bat. The way Marsh was running, I thought it was going to stay in the park, but no. He just barreled that up. Look at that. God damn. That was deep into the bullpen. Deep into it. Did I see the brawl? I saw some highlight clips of it over on Twitter. Absolutely. You can find me on Twitter at Beard of Knowledge. Up with that pitch to Juan Soto, too. Don't like all these pitches up in the zone. Yeah, I predicted 2 runs, so we're already halfway to my prediction. I have high hopes that he can settle down here, but his first couple at bats here, first couple hitters, looks like he's very up in the zone. Mick Abel's strength is making sure he keeps it down and not walking hitters. That's another pitch that Juan Soto last year crushes that ball over the fence. He's smiling. He knows. Juan Soto knows he just missed one. As we got a Mets fan in the chat, everyday Mets. Are you already over the Juan Soto experiment like we think the Mets should be? I mean, it's a lot of money for a pouter, a kid, a guy that's pouting like crazy. Glad the Phillies didn't go after Juan Soto the way he's acting. But the guy can still hit. I just don't know if he's hitting at a $750 million level yet. That was the first time he threw something down in the zone, Abel. Great in the playoffs. Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's still a great player. Nick Abel. Or Juan Soto. Got no issues with Juan Soto, the player. What's it say? Why would he has 14 home runs? You sound jealous. I'm not. I'm talking about how, like, a couple of weeks ago, he was pouting and refusing to swing his bat because of getting dropped in the lineup when he was struggling. Sounds like a childish behavior, in my opinion. I hate that kind of stuff. I hate childish behavior when you're getting paid $750 million or whatever it is. Nick Abel still does not look right to start this game. Does not look solid. I'm definitely not jealous of Juan Soto. I've just said how he's still a great player. He's just a bit of a, I don't know how to describe it. He was clearly struggling early in the season, hence why he was dropped in the lineup. Maybe struggling with the pressure of the big contract. That was a big hit for him there. Nick Abel does not look good to start this game. All over the place. Getting hit around pretty easily. He's not struggling anymore. He's obviously turning things around. My question was more about along the lines of, how does a Mets fan feel about the way he was acting early in his career with the Mets? So the Phillies need to warm up the bullpen already. Steve Cohen took 2 months. That's true. That's true. That's he pulled out his wallet. He's like, "What's $1 million?" He's like, "Here, just take it. Whatever." What's up, AI? Al, how you doing, my man? We're doing a Phillies baseball watch along, but I'll answer any of your football questions along the way as well. We're drinking a little. We're having a little fun, my man. I appreciate you. Glad to see you in the chat tonight. It's kind of spur of the moment thing. I didn't have the night off. I had a graduation party to go to today. Came home. I'm like, what am I going to do tonight? I'm like, let's hang out online and watch some baseball. We're 15 pitches, 4 batters into this game. And we already got a mound visit. I have something else. I have something else sitting right here. We'll take that later in the show. We'll see how this Phillies game goes before we take that. For sure. We'll see how we do with that later on. Not right now. Phillies are playing the New York Mets. Who do you guys root for? You're in Buffalo. You're in upstate New York, Alf. Who do you guys root for baseball-wise? You root for Toronto? Mets, Yankees? Like, upstate New York, who do they root for baseball-wise? What's the geography? Or upstate New York, are you more Boston? Overall, upstate New York, who do they tend to root for in that area? Yeah, go Mets. Also, I'm watching on YouTube TV, so I always get a slight delay. So you might hit spoilers sometimes. I got a 1-0 count. No, 2-0 count on McNeil here. 2-0 count for McNeil. That's just what happened. So you're a Mets fan, everyday Mets. What would upstate New York root for? He is all over the place, McCabe. Do not like seeing this. Buffalo roots Yankees, but not you. Okay, gotcha. Always was curious about that. Basically, Mets fans are Queens and Long Island. The rest of the state are Yankees. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Well, Yankees are the bigger name organization. Wasn't sure if upstate New York maybe would slide a little to Boston or slide a little bit to Toronto. I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, there's fans of every team everywhere. I mean, I've traveled the world for work in the past, and I've come into Philadelphia Phillies and Eagles fans and Sixers fans everywhere in my travels. but we're a special breed. He's up on every fastball. Like at this rate, Mick Abel ain't going to get through the third inning. This is his 20th pitch coming. Right down the middle of the plate, too. Yeah. Smart holding Soto at third base there. Got that one. Got the second out. Can we get out of this first inning? This rough first inning with only one run? We'll see. Who's up in the sixth hole now? This is interesting. Wasn't expecting to have most of my comments coming from Mets fans tonight, but I love it. I even made the screen blue, a little Met blue. Yeah, that's what I'm talking to, the scale, not the individual. Exactly. There's fans of every team in every city, right? I mean, depends on the years we're talking and where you're going. We got Mets fans arguing in the chat. I love it. I love it. I don't care if you guys argue or not. Just make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to this channel and tell all your friends to come. I welcome all. We might be a Philly-based channel here. This might be the city of brotherly love. But this channel, Trending in the AM, my morning show I do Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9:30. We talk all things. All are welcome. Everybody's welcome on my channel. We don't discriminate your fandom. That AI generated Alf, he changes his name every other week. He's a Bills fan. Lives up in Buffalo, tunes in every morning for my Philly Sports Talk show. That's what's great about doing YouTube show. You get people listening all over. Wonder whatever happened to that Knicks guy that used to chat all the time on my show. Forget what his name was. Used to come in and chat all the time. Used to get a lot of Cowboys fans, obviously, as an Eagles channel. So Yankees got more bandwagon fans. People wear Yankees hat. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Where do you guys? So we got D-Reels 93, and everyday Mets fan. Where in New York do you guys live? Or even if you live in New York, where are you guys from? My sister-in-law lives in Brooklyn. Let me know where you guys live up in that area. All right, you got out of that first inning. That's good. You live in Brooklyn. Okay, my sister-in-law lives a couple of blocks away from the Barclays Center. Yeah, that's right. See, we got a Buffalo Bills guy. He's a regular here. This Buffalo Bills guy. All right? Regular in all my content. He'll remind you. All you got to do is like and subscribe. That's all that matters. Yes, say no to Delta 8. I said no to that 1 week after start. We'll stick to the real stuff, okay? I prefer the real stuff. And we'll take some of that real stuff depending on how this game goes. There's a goal set. If you see the goal, you know what's going to happen. Alf is from Mount yeah. And he likes cats. He likes pussy cats, right? Oh, I didn't say it was a good-looking arena. A second, though, I've only been to, in the last, 5 years, to 2 Sixers games. And one of them was at the Sixers Nets. Sixers Nets on Martin Luther King Day in, 2020 or 2021. It was 2020. It was 2020, 1990, Martin Luther King Day. It's the second to last Sixers game I've been to. It was kind of an awkward arena. We were sitting in the upper deck of it, the upper bowl of it. I just felt awkward the way the seats were situated. Not sure what it was. It was definitely a very awkward arena to watch a basketball game in. Best looking arena, check out the UBS arena. Which one's that? Where's the UBS arena? But I'm not a big going to sporting event fan. I don't like large crowds. I like the comforts of my own home, my TV, my cheap booze, eating out, watching it with you guys. We live for every Eagles game, including Giants and games this year. The Islanders hockey arena. Gotcha. Are the Islanders still good? Obviously, they didn't win the Stanley Cup, but I know they had a really good stretch there for a little while. Griffin Canyon on the mound here. Let's see what the Phillies offense could do. See if they can get that run back here in the first inning. Forcing fastball, slider, changeup, a little bit of a knuckle curve, and so we know what we're going up against here. What are we at here? No new subscribers. We got 11 likes on this video and no new subscribers. Come on. Turner up and in on Trey Turner. Trey Turner's looked good lately. Is this Canning guy any good for the Mets? I know they said he gave up 10 runs in his last 2 outings. What are we facing here with this guy? Got a weird, awkward delivery. That was a great play by Lindor there. How did he bet? Turner's a fast mother. And he got that ball on one hop and fired that to the out there. It wasn't even close. Exactly. Thumbs it up. That's what it says right there. And then that little thing right there. That was a hell of a play there by Lindor at short. Rocketed that down. It was a great throw, too. Beating out the fast guy and Trey Turner. Canny's aight. Aight. He's aight. When you got your shortstop making a play like that, it makes it a little easier. Kyle Schwarber. 23 home runs on the year, 54 RBIs. Not having typical Kyle Schwarber June. Typically, he tears the cover off the ball in June. Not doing it this year. Hit too many home runs early in the season. Got jammed on that. Well, that bloop. Let's go bloop in for a base hit. All right. That's exactly what you expect out of Kyle Schwarber. A bloop single. Kyle Schwarber's a house, man. He's just a thick dude, man. That almost hit the black on his bat. He got hit so inside on that. Gotta love seeing that. Don't be chumming it up with Pete Alonso. Alex Bohm. Right, that one opposite field there for a base hit. All right, Philly's got something cooking here. First and second, one out. Always like to see that. Couple base hits. Love when Bohm goes with it. Opposite field like that. Not trying to force anything. Always good to see. All right, we got Nicky Sixpacks, Castellanos. 2-1, 1 out. Classic. Breaking ball in the dirt. Pitch one. Swings and misses. Never fail. Never fails. Pretty classic of him to do that. He rocked that. Get over his head. There we go. That's at least one run. Alec Bohm being held, I think, at third, probably. Second and third, one out. Phillies tie this game up at 1. I guess benching Nick Castellanos for a day was the right call. Right call right there on that one. What's up, Delco Green in the house tonight? If they can maintain a winning record without Harper, it may pay dividends when it counts. Absolutely. Great point, Delco Green. How you doing this evening? Absolutely agree. Harper coming back. My expectations is about July 25th, July 30th, somewhere in that range. Actually, their record. I saw somebody post something. I don't remember who it was. Somebody posted something the other day. The Phillies' record since he's been to Philly or come to Philly. Their record with and without Bryce Harper is pretty pretty close to the same. Like they're both they win and lose pretty much the same clip. All right, there we go. Phillies take a 2-1 lead here in the first inning. What you like to see? No long balls, no home runs, just moving runners along and getting big hits. What's up, Rolla? It's a Saturday night party. We're Saturday Night Live. We're trending in the PM instead of AM today. But if I wish I would have thought of it, I would have called it. I would have called it Saturday Night Live. If I would have thought of that before going live. Mets are a dumpster fire, yeah. We got a couple of Mets fans watching right now. If you say that, you might get attacked. Exactly. All this without Harper. Exactly. JT Realmuto. Let's get one more run in here. Let's get a little JT base hit here. Get a little knock. Like to see that. See a third run here. Just missed that. Just missed that. Always know when you foul straight back like that. You just missed it. Just this close. Where are we at now? 13 likes on this video. All right. You're clicking the likes. We're not getting the shares. We're not getting the new subscribers yet. But we're getting the likes. Like, subscribe, vote on the poll. That was weird. That looked like a strike, actually. Mets have one legit good season in several years, and all of a sudden they think there's some great baseball team. Relax, you're not the Yankees. Yes. Exactly. I do agree with you on that. I'm still muted. There we go. We need to see Mick Abel in this second inning do a little bit better. 25 first pitch inning. We got to be better. Don't need to be tapping into the bullpen early tonight. So we got to see what Mick Abel. This is a big inning. Big shutdown type inning for Mick Abel. He gave up the early run. The offense came back, got a couple of runs. Very important. Very important second inning here for Mick Abel. Got to see what we could do here. What are we all doing on this Saturday night? What are we drinking? What are we eating? What are the party plans for you crazy kids on this Saturday night? I know I got no party plans. That's why I'm here with you guys. Why would I? Why would I have party plans? I'm an old man. I don't do parties. Oh, there's the Flyers versus the Islanders 2020 Eastern Conference Semis. Obviously, we beat the Giants in the divisional round, and of course, the Knicks ended the era, ended the process era there, and of course, the Mets beat. All that good Philly versus New York ended with that last two. All right, quick settle in here. What have I not watched a lot of McAble this year? I don't remember McAble being this high in the zone regularly. He's like way up there in the zone. Even that pitch was belt high. At least it was inside a little bit. Mix in a little breaking stuff here. That helps. I mean, Abel's sitting at 97 every pitch. I don't mean nothing. His balls aren't moving enough here. At least he got getting a couple of this inning in on the hitter. At least. Yeah. On ball. Yeah. Avoiding Delta 8, eating Laffy Taffy, and you know the rest. There we go. I'm waiting for that kind of stuff. Another ball driven deep. Looked like a little miscommunication between Casty and Marsh. Casty's like, I'm a gold glove defender now. Stay out of my way. Okay, they're talking about Abel last year, AAA. I got you, Al. I know what you're dropping there, my man, in the chat. Right there with you. Blew that one right by. Who's this guy? Batty. Who's Batty? What kind of name is Batty? All right, Mick. You keep it whatever. We're into the PM here. It's nighttime. Almost 8 o'clock. Wait till 8 o'clock, then you can get it. At 8 o'clock, it can go PG-13. At about 8:30, we can go R-rated. Somebody hits a home run here, I might drop an F-bomb anyway. But I picked up what you're letting down. Just missed that one too. I don't know about Mick Abel here. There's Noon. What is up, Adam? How you doing? We're having a little fun here, watching a little Phillies baseball. Not too confident what I'm seeing in Mick Abel tonight. Up with a lot of pitches, a lot of very hittable balls being missed by the Mets hitters tonight. Hope you're having a great night. We're having a little fun here tonight. Saturday Night Live, trending in the PM. That was a good. That's the kind of fastball you need from Mick Abel. Great placement, low and inside, an unhittable strike right there. That was way up there. Ronnie Mauricio. We'll see if any of the regular cast of characters show up tonight. We got Alf in the house so far. We had Pump Man earlier. We got Adam now. Rola's popped in a few times. We'll see if K1 or any of the other regulars pop up tonight on this surprise trending in the PM on Saturday Night Live. All right. I like that. A nice, easy second inning for Mick Abel. He had 25 pitches in the first. At 40 or 41 now? 41 now. Nice, solid 16-pitch inning there. Got through that clean. 1, 2, 3. That's nice. It's good to see. Now let's see if the Phillies bats can tack another 1 or 2 runs on here in the bottom of the second. Their bottom of their order. George Washington. I should just do a live watch party just to talk about commercials. I had a pair of tearaway pants when I was a kid, for sure. Who did? Who didn't? Right? All right, we got an 11th vote on the poll now. We got a poll going on YouTube, guys. Yes or no? Will the Phillies win tonight versus the Mets? Make sure you like and you subscribe. No way, I just put on Network Fox and Phillies are on. That's why we're watching it right now. You can watch with us. Phillies Mets. National broadcast all week. You had Apple TV last night, which I won't watch. Fox tonight. ESPN tomorrow night. Won't be live tomorrow night. Multiple live shows. Or multiple Network Phillies games this week. I mean, it's a surprise Saturday night watch party. I didn't prep for this. I didn't promote this. This is just a hope to garner a little bit more momentum for the channel. Plus, I got nothing else to do. It was either watch it with you guys or watch it upstairs with the dog. Let's freaking go. That's right. Let's go. Grab yourself a drink, Al. Grab yourself a pussycat, and let's go. Let's have a little fun. I think I got that right. Right? Alf liked to eat cats, right? I'm almost positive. Whatever, though. Whatever it is. Oh, man. Yeah, you want me to bring the dogs down? No. This basement is my only dog-free zone in this entire house where they haven't been yet. So no dogs allowed. Well, yeah, let's get 5 new subs tonight. That would be nice. 5 new subs would be I would call that a success, Alf, if we gained 5 tonight. It would be a success. All right, Bryson Stott, let's see what you got. That was a rough swing. Stout Trek? What's Stout Trek? You mean Stott? That's funny. Exit velocity on all those plays. Otto Kemp, new young. Well, not young, he's like 26. Fresh call up a few weeks ago. Tearing up AAA this year. Started off red hot. Kind of tapered off here the last couple games. Typical. Good story. Not special in my mind. Just a guy. He's a jag. Just a guy, in my opinion. He'll only be on the team till Bryce is back at the end of the month of July. Next 4 weeks. That's all I can say about that. Nice kid. Don't know if he's got much in him. Thanks for the spoiler alert. It hasn't happened yet. Wow, he crushed that. Spoiler alert. You got to wait 30 seconds before you say stuff like that. That was a big time spoiler alert. But he did smoke that ball. Right when I said he don't got much, spoiler alert. Smoked that ball to the gap. Boom. I love the catcher's cam. I love that angle for the cameras, man. Love that camera angle. Yeah, you gotta wait. Like YouTube TV, technically, it's like typically like on like a 30-second delay, about 30 seconds. Marsh just grounded out to the pitcher. That's about the what's that? 30 seconds probably. That was a great double though. Great double though. Let's get this runner home from third base. Let's get a Trey Turner signal here. Top of the order. That's what I want to see. I looked a little low that first pitch strike. Little low. Get home. Get home. There we go. Didn't even need a Turner base hit. Let's take a wild pitch to get Kemp home. Did that all on his own. There we go. A nice 3-1 start to this game here. Gotta like it. Good start. That was a terrible pitch. That bounced before on the plate. Terrible pitch. That bounced like a foot in front of the plate. Oh, well. All right, let's start another little 2-out rally here with Trey Turner. How many people are watching right now? 66 people. 60 on Twitter. 6 on YouTube right now. Let's see what we're up to here. No new subscribers. 15 likes on the video so far. Actually, we got a lot of likes on this video. Oh, geez, almost an hour into this already. Another inert pitch. I don't know how long we'll be here tonight. We're already an hour in. I'm just going to say, that bounced off his face. Didn't notice that the first time. Another ground out to shortstop for Trey Turner. Almost beat that one out. All right, we got another one on the board. We're up 3-1 now in this game. End of the second inning. Gotta love what you see so far from the Phillies offense. Let's see another good inning from Mick Gable here to settle things down. What we want to see. Oops, I gotta mute that. Trying to promote the show a little bit here. Share it out. I ask you guys to hit that like, share, and subscribe. That's why I do it too. So we're gonna during this inning here, we're gonna put a little post on Twitter. I know. Can we get to 545 at least? Come on. I think more than that would be appreciative, but I'll take 545. I'd be excited about it. Anything's good, right? What is up, K1? He's in the house. What is I know, Tommy Ladd. I've bet Tommy Ladd 1,000 times in my life, except for this week. Of course, Tommy Ladd's going to win something when I'm not betting him. It's like Beetlejuice. Absolutely. Absolutely. I said his name and he appeared. I mean, that's normally what happens when you say like poll or something like that. So vote on the poll. That means Mitchie Poo will show up, right? Where the let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this thing here. Let's have some fun on a Saturday night. Gonna crush the Mets kid. Hey, we had two Mets kids early in the show. I was enjoying chatting with the Mets fans. Everyday Mets, and what was the other dude's name? The Reels 93. Had fun talking to them all. Why not? It's been a blast. Okay, I'm getting texted by Jason now. Is Tommy going to do it? Probably Tommy's going to do it because I didn't bet him. It's the way it works. Betting and gambling on golf is a very difficult thing to do. Very, very difficult thing to do. There's always some lookers back there. That's the Diamond Club back there, Al. It's called the Diamond Club. Very expensive seats back there. Which one are you looking at? There's two girls in red tank tops back there, I see. What's up, Steven Fuentes? Mick Abel does not look good despite winning right now. That first inning was really tough on him. Up in the zone on a lot of pitches. The Mets should have like 3 home runs already. They got 1. The Mets had at least 6 or 7 swings where they just fouled the ball straight back on what you would consider potential home run type balls. This guy, very straight and very up pitches in the first inning. Second inning was better. We'll see what he does. He had 25 first inning pitches, 16 second inning. Oh, you got to give him that. You gave the other guy that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, you're ruining it. You're ruining it for me. You're ruining it for me. Again, spoiler alert, that is a tough spot to hit a home run. Tough spot to hit a home run right there. He had been 0 for 16, 0 for 18 or something like that. It's always a good night when Steven Fuentes is in the house. Always a good night. I want to know which girl you're looking at in the background there so I get my eye out on her. What I want to know. Who you looking at? On my left, my right. That's what I want to know. 3-2 now. Yeah, Mick Abel. I don't know. First couple outings, he looked unhittable. If the Mets were a little bit better, they'd have a couple more runs right now on the board. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. Bunch of new people jumping in the chat. If you haven't already liked, and if you haven't already subscribed, and if you haven't already, vote on the poll question. All right, so you're talking about that lady right there. I got you. I see the lady with the baby. I see the other girl. So that's what you look for right there. I see on that little close up there. I see who I know what your type is now, Alf. Okay, why don't you get in your car, drive on down, and check her out. See if you can cop a number for me. Those are pricey seats back there. This one feels like it's going to be a high-scoring game. Feels like a hit and weather type game. Ball's carrying tonight. The ball's rising up every time Abel throws a pitch. At this rate, Abel ain't going to get through 4 innings. I don't know how you can put him out there for very long. Yeah. I predicted, for those that don't know, I predicted Mick Abel would give up 2 runs in 5 innings. Well, There's that one. Spoiler alert. That's why you said that. Mick Abel, get the bullpen warmed up. Hey, whatever. Mick Abel. Yeah, that's a back out of here. That was not good. Not good. Not ideal. Dude, Alf, you're a thirsty boy, aren't you? Your mind's in the gutter. Talk about an Olive Garden. That's a hell of a date right there in Olive Garden, right? Hell of a date night. Let's go to the Olive Garden. Better than Applebee's on a date night. For a really relevant reference right there. Everybody see her, right? Everybody see her. Everybody see her. I don't even think she's that special, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see the. I mean, yeah, she's a B+ player. I'm looking on the side there, off the base of the dugouts. Might see somebody better over the dugouts there. Mick Abel getting squeezed a little bit too. Yeah, this is. What's up, Nooms? I've been waiting for you to join the chat. Has Mick Abel been this up in the zone? I haven't seen him since his second outing. Like, really paid attention. He is up and flat with his pitches. Like, 3 home runs is nothing. Like, he should have 4 or 5 home runs given up tonight. I tend to make people chuckle occasionally, okay? I do, okay? Tend to be a funny guy, like a clown. I amuse you, okay? Mick is unable. Oh, look at you. I expect better from you, K1. That's very cheesy for you. Everybody's in the house now. Pumpman's back. Yeah. Yeah. Correct comment. Not throwing the changeup enough. Is that what it's wrong here? Wow. Dude, is anybody warming up in the bullpen? Like, since the first inning, they've been just hacking at him up there. But you got to talk about getting somebody up in that bullpen here for McCabe. What is he doing rounding third base there? He's doing a little trot. I'm throwing up and in on him. His next at bat. Dude, that pitch is just up in the zone again. I've been talking about it since the first inning. The girl in red ain't even looking. The girl in red's looking at her phone, just so you know, guys. I knew the Mets fans would come back out in this inning. Knew it. Yeah. Yeah. Your girl, Alf, isn't even paying attention. Major violation. So when this batting practice, and I know exactly. I feel like I'm watching batting practice here. These balls are. Look at that. Just right down the middle. It's called bully ball, right? Isn't that what Joel Embiid used to like to play? Bully ball? Way too straight. And this has been his whole entire game so far. This wasn't game 1 and 2. I don't know if it was like this the last couple games. But definitely, every inning this game has been just straight fastballs up in the zone. I did predict 6-4 Phillies win. We still got a chance. Oh, there ain't no outs yet in this inning either. Third inning, no outs. 62 pitches already. He tried to at one point in his career. Did that hit him? Foul ball. He tried to play bully ball at one point. We're up to a dozen people watching now. There should be. Let's go. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go. She's looking at her phone. She's playing solitaire crush on her phone and drinking. She ain't paying attention to the game. Whoa. Alonzo. And until that fastball has more sink to it, this will continue to happen against the better hitting team. Well, even that one that he just struck out on, like that was high, but it was a dead straight pitch. No movement on his pitches at all. Yeah. Absolutely agree with you on that. He's not good. That's who he is. Yeah, isn't Marshawn his guy? Don't you like to pitch to Marshawn? I mean, you got Sunday Night Baseball tomorrow night. You have JT on Sunday Night Baseball, you'll think. Can't believe they haven't showed the Phillies bullpen loosening up yet. Oh, they do. As I say it, they show somebody warming up. Okay. Yeah, exactly. He's much better as a starter than a bullpen arm, just so you know. We can only wish, Brian. We can only wish, Pump Man. I wish. I wish he would just retire and save us some money. Go away. Save us some stress. Just go away, Joel. Maybe the Knicks would want him. I mean, that'd be great if the Knicks wanted him. I'd be very excited about that. But I doubt even they're that crazy. Make sure you guys have hit that like button. I know my man Jason. What's up, my man? On a Saturday Night Live. Do you think a rookie pitcher has more nerves knowing he is pitching on national TV? It's a great question. Maybe. Saturday night, national TV, New York Mets, first place of the division on the line. All those things. It's only his fifth start of his career. I think all that could be taken into account here 100%. And maybe his pitches just don't look, they're not moving. They're up in the zone. It doesn't look right out there. And I'm surprised they just started to get somebody up here the last at bat. Yeah. I mean, I'm right. It's okay to say the game's passed you by, right, Pump Man? It's always a special occasion when Jason Lee appears in the chat. I love my man, Jason. Abel is touching the ball in the glove 4 times with the fastball and 3 times with the curveball. Hope Tom sees this. Oh, look at Noon. Let's see here. I didn't count. I picked up that pitch at bat. It was a fastball. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Let me watch on this one here, okay? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, here we go. 1. I can't. I couldn't count that time. Mick Abel missed the second button on his jersey. Well, he's trying to impress the girl in red that Alpha's watching. What's up, Jay? So first we had Jason Lee. Now we got Jason Sullivan. You want to join, Jason? I'll send you like if you're home alone, if you're bored like me, well, you can join this Phillies. It's a national broadcast game, so there's no excuses. You can be watching it. Watch this shit. I was trying to count the last 2 pitches there. I couldn't keep up. My eyes suck. I'm fine with Paul George. Finish out his contract here. Maury messed up, so I don't know anymore. Look, Daryl Morey sucks. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Look, I'm assuming this is another Mets fan. That's okay. Mets fans are welcome. You're not the first Mets fan in the comments. You're all welcome. As long as you hit that like button and as long as you subscribe, I don't care what you say. This is a fun, friendly zone. I'm halfway through my first bourbon. I got 3 edibles sitting over here waiting to be consumed. We're here to have fun tonight. It's Saturday Night Live. Trending in the AM turned PM. Hopefully whatever AI they're using picks it up. Yeah. You know, wasn't that what Luzardo was doing, tipping pitches too? I don't know how Luzardo was tipping them, but we heard Luzardo was tipping them a couple starts ago when he was getting roughed up. I didn't notice it. When you said it, I tried to watch it. I could see his glove getting twitchy before he throws. But I can't. It's too quick for me to count. I can't see well enough for that. My eyesight's crap, noobs. Just so you know. Just wanted to gain a few new subscribers tonight. Getting a lot of likes on the video. No new subscribers, though. All these Mets fans. They've been chirping since the start of this stream and before the game started. It's all good, though. It's all good. It's not like the Phillies have won anything either, Jason. I mean, 2008 was a long time ago. I don't know. Well, we'll discuss that. We're not touching them just yet. We gotta wait. Gotta wait a little later. If I get to 550 subscribers, I'll take one. If I get to 600, I'll take all three. Okay, and then you'll see how strong they are. Plus, I'm drinking Jack Daniels straight up here, so I wish commercials would stop hassling me about A1C or Ozempic. It's like the same actors in all of them too. This is like Lizardo holding the glove lower, and was that what it was? I knew it was something with his glove. I thought the ball was out on one pitch and in on another pitch. Was that what I thought I remember reading? All good, fellas. We draft Ace and fleecing the Wizards. We'll see. We'll see. They might be. They might be. We'll see what you guys do. Both these teams are throwing yeah, absolutely. Some bad pitching out there. I love it. Cheers to you, Jason. Dude, I love it. You're so true. New York fans act like they win. Mets and Knicks fans, they ain't won shit in a long, long time. At least we are the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions right now. And that ain't a prediction. That's not a spoiler. That's just a fact. Just a fact. Not only the Sixers and Flyers can get on their winning ways. Only downside to doing it. So I guess that's Coach Carlos Mendoza. Made me think of, wasn't there a Spanish announcer or comedian, Carlos something? Whatever happened to him? He had a TV show on Comedy Central for a while. I can just see it spinning, right? Yeah, I try to not do that stuff live on the air. I try to keep this professional when I'm live on the air. But let's hit some goals. There's some goals set out there. Let's see what happens. Carlos Mencia, that was the guy I was thinking of. He was actually a terrible comedian. How the hell did he get his own TV show? Like, he was not funny. And all of his comedy was stolen. Like, I'd heard it all elsewhere before him. But he had his own show. Then he kind of went away. Haven't heard his name in a long time. Does Mick Gable come out for the fourth inning? Maybe. Maybe. I'd consider not putting him out there for the fourth inning. Waiting for Bohm to look at another K down the middle. Oh, am I? Am I waiting for that? Nope. He walked. He drew a walk. You're teasing me with false spoilers there. False spoilers. Oh, we're at 21 likes on this video already. We haven't even had 20 concurrent viewers yet tonight. That double by Nick Castellanos in the first inning was really solid. Do it again here in the third. First pitch, I guarantee, will be a breaking ball outside, and he'll swing and miss at it every time. I mean, it's so obvious what happens with Nick Castellanos all the time. So obvious. Which one? My Carlos Mencia take was right? Or that Mick Gable shouldn't come back out? Or that Nick Castellanos swings outside every time? Which one of my great takes are you complimenting? I always have good takes, so. Ooh, that was close. That was a close throw at the first. I hate the catcher throwback to first. It like almost never works. Why do you even try doing it? More harm can come than good. Most of the time, it's not going to be an out. More likely to throw it away than get the guy out. Never got it. I don't like this color, this catcher's gear. What's he think this is? Got 17 different shades of blue on him right there. 4-3. That's the score right now. Yes, I know. I got the game on the TV. Thanks, Alf, for the Captain Obvious comment right there. When did Nick Castellanos start standing so open? I don't remember Nick Castellanos with such an open stance before. Even earlier this year, I don't remember it. Was his front foot always that far to the back end of the batter's box like that? I don't think it always was. It's got to be new, right? What? I'm watching Phillies baseball still. I don't know what you're talking about there. Yeah, absolutely. It's the most obvious thing to do is throw Castellanos outside breaking ball. First pitch of every game. Absolutely the easiest thing to do in the world. They interrupted the Buffalo broadcast. Is there breaking news? The letter high strike is no longer a thing. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. They have not in Philadelphia interrupted anything. I'll touch in on some other channels. Well, Max Kepler's just coming up right now. I'm on that much of a delay, I guess. We need to get at least one run back here. At least got to get one run back here. Be very important. It's true. Very true. Very true. The girl in red is not. She's very. You like to use the word mid. The girl in red is very mid. Okay, just so you know. Marsh with a fly out. Marsh is seeing the ball very well. Yeah, ever since his injured list stint, he's come out hitting much better. They might have to consider bumping him up in the lineup a little bit. He's hitting in the 9 hole right now, right? So right now, Marsh should probably be in the 6 or 7 hole. Maybe you put Stott in the 9 hole right now. I know Stott's slightly heating up. Oh, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm calling a spade a spade. Your girl that you like, she's average. She's a 6, maybe a 5.5. Your taste is just very average, obviously. I mean, you watch me every day. Obviously, your taste is average. She does have a dude with a beard sitting next to her, and you know, guys with beards are cool. You know. Yeah, that's who you're talking about. The one next to the lady with the baby. Very, very mediocre. We obviously have different tastes in things. Obviously. Obviously some different tastes. Yeah, shout out for him for putting up with her. You know, a guy with a beard, if you're patient enough to grow a beard, you're patient enough to put up with average. And a woman like that. All right. You're just jealous of the man with the beard because you have average taste too. Basically. Is this a spoiler alert? Is JT getting struck out on a bad call here or something? I got a 2-2 count on JT right now. Can't get a run across there and there. We'll see what they do with Mick Abel here when we come back for the 4th inning here. Baseball night in America. Saturday Night Live on the STT Sports Network. Like, subscribe, share. Come on, guys. JT needs to hit that mistake. Yeah, it was a hittable pitch. I haven't swung a baseball bat in a while, so I won't say that I could hit it. Even if I was swinging baseball bats, I wouldn't be able to hit it. Could never hit a baseball. Never my strong suit. Oh well. Let's see where we're at count-wise here. No new subscribers. 22 likes. 16 votes right now. Phillies still are winning the vote. Will the Phillies win tonight? Phillies still got a higher percentage right now than Mets. And there have been some Mets fans tuning in. And I'm all for it. If you're a Mets fan, you are welcome to join. You're welcome to talk. Way too many of these innings back in April, yeah. It's the inconsistency of the Phillies lineup. They do this a lot. Get runners on and can't bring them home. It is what it is. They are pulling Mick Abel. Ross is coming into the game. It's updated on the ESPN.com box score sheet. And there's nothing wrong with that. He gave up 4 solo home runs. So I had no problem with them pulling Mick Abel after 3 innings. It's the right call. Should I do an IndyCar live stream? Road America Sunday, 1:30? Yeah, no, that's not happening. Although it'd probably grow my channel. There are a lot of NASCAR fans out there. Not me, but there are. So we don't get to dissect Nooms, Mick Abel's throwing motion anymore. If this is a 10-9 game, I guarantee you I will not be staying up till the end of it. It's already 8:30. You guys are gonna get me till 9, maybe 9:30, and that's it. I'll go 2.5 hours live max. I got a long, long weekend and a lot of heat to work in. This week. Got lots happening. There ain't no way I can go all night long. Just can't happen. But it's feeling like a long game. I predicted 6-4, but that's going to be a tough one to see happening now. Again, this girl back there, Al, she's just paying attention to her phone. You got Diamond Club first row seats, and you're on your phone the whole damn time. That's a big no-no. Give those great seats to somebody that actually appreciate them. I love the umpire cam. Love it. Good. I hope they see something. Now they got to work on it. This is the bottom of the lineup, and the bullpen's trash. So it's got to be a tough decision for the Phillies to pull him after 3 innings. They obviously saw you saw a picture or a clip there while the Phillies were hitting of Cotham talking to him. Obviously, they didn't think something could happen. That's the right decision. 4 solo home runs in 3 innings. No bueno. When you got more confidence in Ross than Abel, that tells you all you need to know about how he was pitching. Look at the Lower Marion shirt there. The Kobe Lower Marion, somebody was rocking there. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, the girl with the baby left. The guy with the beard slid down. Oh, the baby slid over. Gotcha. They moved some seats. We got a little game of musical chairs going. All right, now there you go. I don't know if anybody caught that girl walking down the aisle. Squeezing. This umpire's squeezing. Supposedly that's been breaking news. Iran. In Philly, they didn't move to it. But obviously some stuff going on. Bigger than baseball. You don't hear this much from me, but I'm okay with losing this one as long as they take the series. The most important thing is taking the series. For sure. 100%. No doubt about it. Yeah, I agree. And Joe Ross did have a pretty easy 4th inning there. So again, they did the right thing there. Now the offense has got to wake up a little bit. Got to wake up on the offense. I got to switch to CNN or something like that. See what's going on here. For a second in the world. CNN News. What do they got on there? Trump announces airstrikes on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. Now is the time for peace. Let's get back to baseball. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I don't like to turn this channel into politics or anything like that. I like to keep it to sports. But we'll see what happens. Paint the house. So I thought Andrew Painter would be up by July 4th. That was my original preseason prediction. Then he got roughed up in a few starts in minors. Like maybe it'd be a good idea to keep him in AAA all year just to protect him. But if Mick Gable can't go, Mick Gable's not as good as we thought. Typical Philly fan overreacting. Maybe it's time to bring him up soon. Maybe you're better off with him up here. Maybe. Could be worse, right? Or could be worse. Why not? Still got to worry about Luzardo as well. Aaron Nola and Painter. What happened? You bump. You re-demote McGable. Everyone was laughing at me when I said trade McGable while I was looking red hot. Now, last couple outings, he hasn't. Yeah. Yeah. Up and in tight to Bryson Stott there. I really want Bryson Stott Nooms out of anybody to turn things around. I've been a huge Bryson Stott fan since he got called up. I think he's got something there. I think with a different hitting coach, different approach, he could be a really damn good player. But his swing has gotten long. Got a big loop in his swing that I don't like anymore. Even his double last night, it wasn't a great looking swing. I want Bryson Stott to be good. I don't know if he is. I don't think people are making enough out of JT Realmuto's slide when he pops up, he sticks his hand up his butt of Castellanos. It was a bad strikeout from Stott. It's not good. Not good at all. Otto Kemp. Trade Otto Kemp and trade McGable right now. Let's get a real center fielder and get a real closer. Let's do it. Why not? Now Red Shirt Girl's gone. She left because she heard Nooms, or not Nooms, Alf was eyeing her up too much. That looked like a Nick Castellanos first pitch swing. That strikeout from Otto Kemp. They're laughing and having a good time in the dugout. Actually have a better winning record, a better winning percentage without Harper than with Harper. I remember seeing this on Twitter last night or today. All right, Brandon Marsh. Pretty much. Yeah. You're not wrong. Not saying anything false. All this hype on Marsh that you gave, and he just had an ugly swing at strike two there. Ugly, ugly swing. That was an ugly, ugly inning for the bottom of our lineup right there. Ugly. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Quick commercial break. I need to top my drink off. We're going to put that up there. All right. We're going to play a little background music for you guys. There we go. I'll be back. 2 minutes. Yeah, it was a bad at bat. I guarantee you that. But we're back. All right, I'm back. Had to top the drink off, get a couple cookies, get back into this here, see what this next inning brings. Oh, and I didn't take the banner off. Got to take the banner off. There we go. All right. We're reset. For anybody new joining, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. We're watching Phillies. We're watching Mets. Trying to have a little fun on this Saturday Night Live. Haven't gained any new subscribers. But a lot of people have liked the video, which I appreciate that. I do. Joe Ross out for his second inning of cookies back there. I like one. See what Mr. Ross can do against the top of the order. That will be a concern, obviously. That was close. Real close to a strike. This ump has been squeezing Phillies pitchers all night. Not ideal. There were some long home runs there. Oh, red shirt girl's back. Is Alpha around? Back from her little hiatus. Ross is actually looking pretty solid, Nooms, here tonight. I mean, it's only 4.5 batters, but looking pretty solid here tonight. You like to see it. Turner get this play. Nice play. Nice play there by Trey Turner. Bad defender, but nice play. Juan Soto. Not worth $750 million, despite him whooping our ass. Oh, up and in. Pack him off. There's a stat that Juan Soto's on a list with Ted Williams, Barry Bonds, and Babe Ruth. Highest walk percentage. Wow. How does Barry Bonds not have the highest walk percentage? I know Ted Williams was great. But my God, they walked Barry Bonds a lot during that roid rage era. Ooh. I don't know how Juan Soto made a list with Barry Bonds and Ted Williams. I just don't. All right, a few people jumping back in here. If you're watching on Twitter, you can comment too. Click on the Twitter video, open up the box, and there's a chat box there. Please find the YouTube page and hit subscribe, like, and share. Vote on the poll. The numbers are dwindling. Maybe that makes me quit early tonight. The chat's died off for the last 5 minutes or so. Maybe we call it a night in the next 30 minutes. We'll give the Phillies at least the bottom of the fifth. Really should punk Soto. What was it? The way he trotted. What's up, Rick? Welcome to the show. Been live for the whole game here. The way he trotted around third base after his home run really pissed me off. And he's about to do it again. The way he's standing there staring at that home run, you absolutely plunk him at his next step back. There's no way you don't plunk him at the way. First is trot around third base on the first home run. The way he just stared that one down, that dude's a punk. Punk. Look at it, he does it again. He like hops around the third base there. Get the fook out of here. We entering World War III before. Oh my God, no. We'll talk about that another time. See, you're saving. You're still there. You left, and then you came back on that home run, on that move. Like, you stare at that like that. That is, look at him. Look at the punk there. That is ultimate get plunked by a baseball. If they would have just drilled, it would have. Yeah, exactly. They should have. I don't know about every time, but maybe. Phillies pitching just ain't got it tonight, obviously. Oh, my God, derails. All right. It's like you were waiting for an opportunity to come back in the chat. Waiting on that opportunity. You dipped, and then you came on back. Oh, man. I love it. Pump man. We might have disagreed on Jalen Hurts the last couple of years, but we agree on this one right here, 1,000%. Oh, this game ain't over. Not at a long shot. I think it was Nooms earlier in the show, Rick said this is shaping up to be a 10-9 game. I know the Mets suck. Absolutely. But the Phillies bats are going to have to put some numbers on the board. Not just because they're down 2, but because the Mets ain't going away. That's why winning the first game of the series was so crucial. I haven't been a Phillies believer in a long time. Not at all in the last 5 to 10 years. 2011 was the last time I was a true believer that they had title. That was my biggest disappointment, was 2011. They should have won it in 2011. Good. The next time Juan Soto's up, they need to get punked. Start punking people. It builds team unity. Yes, double slides in the home plate don't bring team unity. Punking Juan Soto would. Starting a little bench clear and brawl would. Look, he is now taunted on 2 home runs tonight. You got to do something, right? But I don't think the Phillies have that in them. They're not that kind of team. Brian, yeah, look, just so you know, they're not fired. But if you've been following me long enough, you know after they lost the World Series in 2022, I said there should be no guarantee that Rob Thompson gets the interim tag removed and made the full-time guy. I said it in 2022. He caught lightning in a bottle. He is not a championship manager. He's a championship assistant coach, maybe. He's too much like Joe Girardi. Too much of this coaching staff is hangovers from the Joe Girardi era. Can't stand him. We win a lot of games despite Rob Thompson. And I know he's got the highest winning percentage. I'm sure Rick will say, look at his winning percentage or something like that. But Rob Thompson is not a winning manager. Strider hits Bryce Harper, no retaliation. Soto pimps 2 home runs. Everyday Mets. Me and Rick comments on the chat of the morning show that I host a morning show every day on this channel during the week. Next 2 weeks, I got vacation, some catering at my restaurant. Maybe not, but almost every day I'm live in the morning. And we've been talking about this for a while. Talking about it for a long time. Rob Thompson doesn't stand up for his team. Rob Thompson doesn't push the right buttons. They win games despite him. And see, I knew you were going to say this. Best winning percent. I know. He's also got the highest payroll in Phillies history. He's got the most talent. When was the last time they had 9 All-Stars on a team? Whether you miss the playoffs for 10 straight years or lose in the first round of the playoffs, what's it matter? Rob Thompson's the reason why they don't punk hitter. Rob Thompson's the reason why they don't retaliate. Rob Thompson's the reason why they have no life or energy. They win despite Rob Thompson. Did they have a top 5 payroll? Like late, not in 2008. Probably not in 09. Maybe by 2011 they did. But I don't know if they did those first couple years. Howard, Utley, Rollins were all on early contracts then. They didn't have big name free agents. They didn't have Raul Ibanez was added in 9 or 10. Halliday was added in 10. So they didn't in 2008. They had a bunch of young, hungry guys. And yes, he's got the greatest winning percentage. Tommy was before that. Tommy was what they signed Tommy? 2004? 2001, whatever that was. Look, I get it. Look, and Rollins wasn't high priced in 2008, was he? I don't know. But anyway, they win despite him. If he had a couple cojones to tell somebody to plunk somebody, you want them to show life. You want them, Rick, to plunk a hitter. But their manager has to call that shot. Yeah, early on. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Fall for a hit. Ooh, that did fall. I thought those two guys were going to collide. Get in there. Get in there. They do. Dave Dombrowski's for sure. And Rick will vouch for it. Dave Dombrowski's 100% the reason for the blame. He's built a substandard team. I don't normally. I was a little bored tonight. I had to test out. I got some new equipment here. So I figured let's have a little fun tonight. Let's talk a little baseball, have a little drink. I didn't know I was going to go for 2 hours, but here we are, still going strong. The gummy hasn't kicked in yet. Got a plunk toast. But see, that comes from the manager, Rick. Rob Thompson sets a lackadaisical tone that we can do it on talent alone. That's the problem. He is on the clock. He should already have made a deal by now. That was a big swing from Schwarber. He slipped. They do. And I took one so far. One of the three has been ingested a few minutes ago. Dombrowski clock expired. Dombrowski, the game might have passed him by. Is the way I like to look at it. Might have passed him by. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I had a graduation party to go to today. And I got a vacation next week. Well, the 29th. So I had to look clean, get the beard straightened and trimmed up a little bit. I was looking a little shaggy, okay? We can absolutely come back. I still think they will come back here. 1,000%. We got to get some more runs, and the pitching needs to settle down. It's a great question, Mets. Everyday Mets. It's getting more and more expensive every single day. Getting more and more expensive every day. Just had a nice, yeah, well, that's good. That's good. It's too late at night for that for me. At night, I'm an indica guy, okay? Helps me mellow out. Help me fall asleep. See, I'm the opposite with a little bourbon. You're an IPA. Yeah, like I need to be able to fall asleep. I got a long week of work. Oh, I listen to Rick. Rick's a good man. Does it stay fair? Oh, just fell. Damn. That was so close. Guys, a whole bunch of people jump back in the chat. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're still sitting at 24 likes. Haven't gained a new subscriber tonight. Hit those likes, share, subscribe buttons. Vote the poll. Are the Phillies going to win? We have too many white guys in the lineup. Well, it's because there's a lot of white guys that play baseball. Not enough brothers play baseball. It was almost. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, my man. Just so you know. My dad used to say that all the time. Whenever I would tell my dad, well, almost, he said, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Watching Lehigh Valley game right now. They are all afraid to pitch to Keaton Allen. You've been hyping Keaton Allen up for a few days now on this channel. I'm still taking up space in this pathetic loser house. I love it. I love it when the chat argues. Not in the morning. At nighttime, I love it. My dad was the smartest. We're coming about 26 years since he passed away. Passed away in 1999 when I was 18 years old. Unfortunately, F cancer, Bruce. Um, greatest man alive, or greatest man to ever live. I can only be 1% as great of a man as he is. I'd be a successful man. Phil, the lack of diversity is by choice. We don't have any seasoning in our lineup. Yeah, I think the lack of diversity in baseball in general, Pump Man, is something that can be a conversation to be had in general. I'm not sure how you fix the diversity in baseball. You got a lot of whites. You got a lot of people from the Dominican and the Caribbean and stuff like that. I don't want to make race a conversation or anything, but it's something I've tried to have the conversation about. How do you make that change? The percentage is so small in baseball. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. July 4th, 1999, he passed away. So 4th of July is always a special day to me. Not in a good way, in a bad way. Too much macaroni. Oh, yeah. Phillies moving Harper to DH if Schwarber signs with another team. They got a lot of DH players. Schwarber or Harper could be a DH. Bohm could be a DH. Castellanos could be a DH. The Phillies got way too many DHs. And not bigly. Yeah, man. I don't feel sorry anymore. I just try to honor his memory as best I can. I mean, yes and no. The Mets are an exception, but the Mets don't even have that much. Exactly. Exactly. His name was William. I hope Bryce can come back soon. I feel yeah. Hey, I still think you're going to see another like 4 weeks before Bryce Harper comes back. That's my opinion. He did a decent job. Decent job. JT Realmuto is coming back. What? Oh, coming back because he's a free agent. I don't know. They're kind of forced to have to. They have one kid, Tate, in the minor leagues. He's only 20, I believe. He's not quite ready to get the call up yet. If we had one more year of JT, I think we'd be okay. I don't know what they do, the Phillies. JT's getting long in the tooth, but they don't have his successor ready. They did. They traded him away, Logan O'Hoppe. I'm not giving him an excuse. There's no excuse. Absolutely. But big picture, Pump Man, isn't there a smaller pool of players to pull from in that discussion? Mets will shit the bed the worst possible time. That is what they do. That is true. We're caught up. We're caught up here. Your girl's back too. She left for a little while, your girl in red. She's back. She left the screen for a little bit. I thought she was in the back calling you. I thought you met her in the men's room or something. I mean, yes, but we don't dip in that small pool. The Phillies have had a very good job of dipping into like Panama and Puerto Rico in the past. They don't dip in that pool though often. And I don't know if I'm making an excuse or not for them. I don't know. I don't know the reason behind it. But I don't think it should be a Phillies conversation. I think it should be a baseball conversation. How do you make the pool bigger? How do you convince them to play baseball instead of basketball or football? I mean, there's obviously more money in baseball than any other sport. If the money can't attract them, how can you attract them in other ways? That's the question. That's why the Cedric Mullin rumors don't make sense because he's not good. Why would we trade for a 230 hitter? We already have plenty of 230 hitters. Turner wrecked. What? In play, run. What? Oh, I'm chatting here. I didn't even see they scored another run. I missed that Trey Turner score there. That's right. What's up, Eric? Oh, man. The gatekeeper is here. Yes, like, share, subscribe. I saw the bum hit. I didn't even know someone was on base. That's the problem. When you're watching a game and chatting, you miss things. Why do it for pitching but not hitters? Where's our Asian? Well, the Asians is a different situation. A majority of the people that come over from Japan or Korea want to stay on the West Coast to be closer to home. They have bigger Asian communities over there. They also choose to go over there. They also like small market teams. If it's not LA, most of the Asians want small market teams. What was the cat that came over this year? I don't even know how he's doing. He wanted like Milwaukee and cities like that. Yes, that's right. I know the pump man has changed his tune. I know he's changed his tune. Eric is the GOAT. The OG. The OG of the Core 12. The OG of the Phil Illuminati. Everybody's in the house tonight. Rick is a huge Phillies fan. Just like you're a Mets fan. Well, I'm assuming you're a Mets fan. The way you've been hyping them up all night. 21-year-old Asian stud coming to MLB in 26 named Unet Takada Murakami. Okay. All right. I'll have to keep an eye out for that name. Most likely he'll go to the Dodgers or the Angels or the Brewers, Giants. 07, what? Hurt's not even. Oh, stop. Stop playing in the WIP and their narrative they like to spew. That's why you don't get those kind of clickbait narratives from me. Boom is an on-base, inside-out extravaganza. That's a Kalo adjustment that no one will give. All right. Let's not give Kalo any. I just saw Nick Castellanos swing on a pitch in the dirt on the outside again. Let's not give Kalo too much credit. All right? Let's pump the brakes on Kalo excitement, all right? Let's not go overboard or anything. How have we had all these people watching tonight, and we haven't gained one new subscriber on this channel tonight? Can she? I don't know. Can she? Is she athletic enough? She don't look like she's smart enough, I'll tell you that. Get that looks like a double play ball. Oh, look at Nick Castellanos beating out a double play ball. He was making a reference to WIP and all of WIP's negative comments about Jalen Hurts this week in their top 11 list. I don't think he was put. I think even Pump Man would put Jalen Hurts in the top 11. Almost positive that Pump Man would put him in his top 11. All right, Kepler. Kepler has a flair for the dramatic. A lot of his home runs come in big moments. A big moment right here. 2-run home run from Kepler would be massive. That wasn't it. Pinky up? Okay. We'll pinky up. What is drinking the Jack right now? Nothing special, okay? We'll pinky it up. My glass stolen from Margaritaville in Cancun. I love this rocks glass. Kind of got these little flower designs. Kind of makes me think of a weed plant sometimes. What was that? How many times have we thrown behind the runner here? This catcher ain't close one. Look. Nope, not going to fall. All right, we got one run back there in the, what was that? Was that the 5th inning? I think that was the 5th inning. Yeah, end of the 5th inning. All right. What time is it? Just after 9 o'clock. Say no to drinking while. Are we got a commercial about a pregnant girl drinking? Oh, Liquid Death. Gotcha. I emailed Liquid Death once to sponsor me. They never responded. Oh, well. I thought Liquid Death would be a good sponsor for the show. Yeah, Max Kepler was the answer. I know. And I crushed it. When he made the signing, I questioned it. And people told me I was crazy. That don't worry. Kepler's going to return to his all-star form from like 800 years ago. We're in first place till this game ends if we lose it, but we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Phillies need to seriously make the Mets less comfortable in the batter's box. That's a huge issue. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No brushback. Well, I mean, a brushback would help right now, right? Next time Juan Soto's up, he better not brush him back. He better just straight punk him. Make him uncomfortable. Let's put a little juice in this Phillies Mets series. Give those boys a little something to talk about on ESPN tomorrow night. That would be ideal, right? Be what we want to see, right? Yeah. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But you know what? He's still out there making paychecks. I took 5th in a Beyblade X tour. I don't even know what Beyblade X is, Eric. What is Beyblade? I don't know what that is. Don't know what Beyblade is. Explain. Is that like a video game? Like, I got no clue. I ain't lying here. I don't know what you're talking about. No clue. Explain Beyblade. He's out. Is that a spoiler alert? He's out, yeah. Gotta drill. But they're not going to. And again, that I put on a certain guy by the name of Rob Thompson. Do I think Abel is going to be a star? I thought he was going to be after seeing his first game. I told people to relax after his first 2 outings when he looked great. I said they should trade him while his value is high. I don't think there's a place in this organization for him. You got Nola, you got Wheeler, you got Painter, you got Luzardo, and you got Sanchez all long term. You can never have enough pitching, but Abel is a trade chip in my opinion. But he looked really bad tonight. You never left. You're always here, my man. Even when you're not here, you're here, right? Uh-oh. Hard for either team to take a game like this very seriously. It's not like either one of these stars have huge chance of pitching October. That's a fair point. You might be right. A lot of friends. This last start has been last couple starts have not been great. Stott should have never thrown that, by the way. There was no chance of getting him out there once he bobbled it. Big mistake on that. Competitive skip, spinning tops. Interesting. Interesting. Never heard of it. What's it called? I don't have my notebook. My notebook's at work. Beyblade X. I'm writing this down, Eric. It's written on my little mouse pad here to check out. Prediction: Brett Batty home run. I hope that's not a spoiler. Just a bad prediction. Well, that's fine. But we're trying to win a World Series, right? Isn't he right now your best option to trade somebody to get something in return, Rick? Yeah, I know he looked a little rough tonight, but he still got pretty high value, in my opinion, right? He's what, 23? Probably got 4 or 5 years of arbitration eligibility left. Wouldn't it be if you're going to trade somebody to get a real center fielder or a real closer, wouldn't McAble be the smartest piece to trade right now that could return the most of value? I'll look into it, Eric. I'm going to look into it. Not this second, but how long's Harper out for? They haven't said. My expectation was late July. Now he's been out there taking ground balls and throwing. There's a picture of him wearing some kind of contraption on his wrist for like electric therapy kind of thing. Always love when a batter throws a bat thinking it's a walk and it was a strike. Always love that. Hopefully he doesn't hit a home run on the next pitch. He just needs to develop. Yeah. Period. He needs to develop. That's the thing. I think he's still got development to do. He struggled for so long in the minors, and now he's having a little bit of success. His fastball is way too straight. Way too straight. Now, I couldn't hit it, but most average hitters can. Look at Joe Ross out here dealing tonight. This is his third inning, isn't it? It is his third inning. Wow. You like to see him dealing. It was a big catch on Batty. Absolutely. His knuckle. He don't throw a knuckleball. I love a good Nick knuckleball thrower, though. I do. Alicio with a single. He needs to improve the changeup and or develop a two-seamer with the run. Yeah. Well, you watch a lot of minor league baseball. Did he not have that? Like, was he just getting hitters out because he throws 98 miles an hour? Because he was pitching great in the minors. How is he getting guys out in the minors? That's the question. How is he getting them out in the minors? Well, there's 2 outs, so we don't need a double play, right? We're good. All right, Ross is coming out. Who was that? I turned away. I didn't even see who they were bringing in there. Tanner Banks. Great. Another winner of a bullpen pitcher. All right, we're going to go to the rest of this Mets at bat, and we're going to go through the Phillies bottom of the 6th, and then we're going to call the show. You might have me 5, 10 more minutes. You might have me for another 30 minutes. Who knows? With the way baseball games go, who knows how much longer you can have me. Hey, yo, minors, no dunk, no Drakey. Yeah. He gets in trouble when he can't get the curveball over. Then it's open season. Gotcha. You really know your baseball. You know your baseball X's and O's, I'll say. And I like that. Never claimed to be an X's and O's guy for any sport. You're really enjoying yourself, Mets fan, tonight, right? You're enjoying hanging out tonight. You got to tune into the morning show is what you got to do. 8 a.m. Now, there won't be a morning show on Monday. Definitely want to, like, normally it's Monday through Friday every week. But this week, Monday, I got a lot of catering at my restaurant. Wednesday and Thursday, I got great guests lined up for the NBA draft on Wednesday and Thursday. And then the following week, I'll be on vacation. So we might either have afternoon shows. I don't know what we're going to do from vacation, from the Outer Banks. You say he'll develop. He might. But I'm still trading him if that's my best shot to get. I'm not trading McAble for Cedric Mullins. I'll tell you that. But I would trade him for a better version of that. Yeah, Nooms really knocks it out of the park with his baseball X's and O's. For sure. Even in AAA, that straight ace will get hit. Yeah, that's true. Man, it's been a long day, man. Was in the shop at 9 a.m. Just before 9 a.m. Pumped out 2 hours worth of pizzas. Went to a graduation party. Walked around the streets of Westchester. Came home and did this. Been a long, long day. And then I got to go to work all week before vacation every day. And it's going to be hot as hell. If you're anywhere in the Delaware Valley, anywhere in Chester County, be safe this week. It's going to be hot as bleepity bleep this week. What was Nick Castellanos doing there? What was that? What in the holy hell just happened? The gummy hasn't kicked in yet, but maybe it did for Nick Castellanos. That was almost a home run. That's why you defensive replacement for Nick Castellanos. I'm leaning towards Edgecombe. I know Pump Man will say Ace Bailey, but that's where I'm leaning, Bruce, as well. You're right. There's no yawning on YouTube. Yeah, well, I'm yawning. I'm tired. I am talking 76ers. Oh, yeah. We're all talking. We talking everything tonight. Nick messed that up. Looks like Nick took a bad angle at it, and it went. That ball didn't curve like the announcers are saying, Bruce. That ball just was misread by Nick Castellanos. Misread badly. It was a really bad error. That might be the play that changes the tide of this game. Tanner Banks comes in. My son's play. Yeah. Hot dogs, good or bad? I like a good hot dog in the summer at the barbecue every day, man. I like a good hot dog. A little ketchup, a little mustard, maybe a little mayonnaise if I really want to get a little whatever. Some relish, some chopped onions. Give me a loaded hot dog any day. Just no chili on it. I love chili, but I think chili's meant for chili, not on a hot dog. He's looking over the corner of the fence. The ball's all the way 4 feet to his left. What the hell is he doing, Nick Castellanos? What in the holy hell was that? Don't let the Mets fans hear you complimenting their guys, just so you know. It's cruising to that. It's cruising to that. I do not like it. What the hell is happening here? Wild pitch or pass ball, whatever. I've never smoked a cigarette. I've never used chewing tobacco. Never once in my life. Never. Smoked a few cigars. I obviously enjoy the plant a little bit, whether I'm ingesting or smoking, whatever. But that's it. I don't do tobacco, though. Game's getting out of hand. Hey, nobody get mad at you. Don't worry, my man, Bruce. We found a few Mets fans hanging out tonight, though. All right. All right, let's see what the Phillies can do. Let's see if they can rally here in the bottom of the sixth. After Nick Castellanos tanked the game. Well, yeah, shout out to Clearwater, but I'll be in the Outer Banks the 29th through the 6th. We'll do a few shows from the Outer Banks. Overlooking the ocean, okay? We'll do some shows overlooking the ocean. Maybe not in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. You got to stay locked on the page to know when I go live from the Outer Banks or ever. You never know when I do a pop-up show like this, right? You never know what's going to happen. That's why you got to turn the notifications on. That's why you got to be ready. That's what we got to do. Dudley Boys versus the Bushwhackers. Who do I got? That's not a thought process. It's the Dudley Boys. It's the give me the 3D, right? Isn't that what they did? The 3D? The 3D. 100%. Bushwhackers, overrated tag team right there. That's my Bushwhackers impersonation. No, thank you. It's always the Dudley Boys, Eric. Dudley Boys. They're the greatest tag team of all time. I gotta think about that. They're definitely in the conversation. Maybe with the Usos? Gotta come up with the greatest tag teams of all time. Dudley Boys are definitely in the conversation. The Usos are definitely in the conversation. The New Age Outlaws are in the conversation. Beer Money, underrated, definitely in the conversation. I guess I got to do a power ranking. Greatest tag team of all time. I think that sounds like a power rankings right there. Well, oh wow, it's a fact. Hayner's definitely having command issues. Is he? Don't tell me that. That means 3 of his last 4 starts he's had command issues. That's why I was saying he should stay in the minors. So JT's up. So we got the bottom of the order here. Damn. Road Warriors are in the conversation for sure. For sure. You got to do a huge tag team power ranking. All right. I'll start working on the tag team power ranking. This little piece of scratch paper is going to get filled up. Tag team power ranking. I'll work on that. Shout to it. Stop. Stop wasting your time. Nah, Legion of Doom. Nah. They're good. Not tops. Not top 3 or 4. Canny is still pitching here in the 6th inning. How did we not destroy this guy tonight? You are thirsty. That red shirt girl ain't even close to. She looks miserable back there right now. Hart Foundation. See, I'm not a huge Bret Hart fan. I find Bret Hart extremely overrated. I say Owen Hart is greater than Bret Hart, just so you know. Absolutely the outsider. Absolutely the outsider. Huge Outsiders fan. Well, he wasn't part of a great tag team or anything like that. That's not part of this conversation. Nah, don't demolition. Pass. The Rockers, maybe. Nah, pass. Give me the New Age Outlaws for their comedy and their entertainment. That's a nice little hit for JT Realmuto. Nice solid at bat for JT. Starting off the 6th inning. Now stay focused, right? We're talking tag teams here, not individuals. Honestly, I love the Usos. I think the Usos are one of the best. Their penitentiary era. Put you in the Uso penitentiary. Lockdown. That was a great time. Good. Greats of all time, nah. Who? Dixon Porpuzzi? Porpuzzi? No. You gotta stay locked into the right conversation. Fabulous Freebirds? Not really. Not greats of all time. Nah. I'm gonna say pass. Keep giving me tag teams. I'll start grading them. Freebirds, C+. Demolition, C+. Outsiders, A+. Heart Foundation, B. The Bushwhackers, someone already said the Bushwhackers. Big pass on the Bushwhackers. Overrated. Harlem Heat, now there you go. Now there's an underrated. Stevie Ray and his flapjack. Booker, the five-time WCW champion. Absolutely. Give me Harlem Heat all the time. Huge Harlem Heat guy. Loved me some Harlem Heat. It was high quality right there. That's a good pull right there. Maybe in my top 10 to 15, probably Harlem Heat. 100%. Oh, the Rock and Sock connection. Makeshift for sure, but damn entertaining. This is your life. Rock and Sock was good. I still got to watch that movie on them. Got to watch the movie on them. But yeah, I'd put them over the Freebirds. Where they would rank, I'm not sure, but I'd put them over the Freebirds. Loved me some Steiner brothers. Loved Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner's solo careers as well. I think Rick Steiner. You don't like me? Bite me. Underrated. I know Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, the big bad booty daddy. You know, had the better successful singles career. But the Steiner brothers were great, man. Huge fan of the Steiner brothers. Volkov and the Iron Sheik. How far back are we going here? The Iron Sheik was great. When he won the was it the WWF or the WWF championship? So he can drop it to Hogan. Big moment. Underrated moment in wrestling history. Steiner brothers, man. Scott Steiner being able to do the Steiner recliner still. Now you're 55. You're a little older than me. You got a decade on me. Sting and Luger. I think Luger, the singles wrestler, is extremely underrated. Luger, the heel, was so good. What was he? What he had the stretch. I forget what it was called, but his the total package. Lex Luger. That was good. That was good. Had no talent in the ring whatsoever. It was good. Give me. I'm going to throw one out here. The torture rack is what they call it. That's right. The torture rack. Here, I'll give you one. I'll give you one. How about Billy and Chuck? We'll go more modern times than the old times. How about Billy and Chuck? Loved Billy and Chuck. I was entertained by them so much. Give me a minute. Let me go through the recesses of my brain here. This is what you talk about when you're watching a Phillies game on a Saturday night at 10 o'clock, 9:30. You talk about greatest tag teams of all time. Here, I'll give you a modern one that's extremely underrated. The Bar. We don't set the bar. We are the bar. Okay? Adam, we started the show with 544. We didn't gain one subscriber tonight. 25 likes is fantastic. We haven't gained one subscriber tonight. How's that even possible? Man, Brawl for All ruined. Spark Gun, man. Smoking Guns were good, though. Love me the Smoking Guns. The Blade Runners, a.k.a. the Freedom Fighter, Sting, and the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior is, to me, the most overrated, overhyped guy of all time. The only time I ever cheered the Ultimate Warrior was his post-Hall of Fame induction speech on Raw. It was just such an emotional thing. And then to find out he died that night after he gave that speech, I was like, man, you beat your final breath. And he died? Gee. We're all 80 guys deep down inside. The Legion of Doom. Draws would puke. Man, Draws, man. Rest in peace right there. How about the guy that paralyzed Draws? D'Lo Brown and Mark Henry. I don't even think they ever got a name. Chief J. Strumber, Bruno Sammartino, Fuji, and Tanaka. Yeah, you're dating yourself, Telco Green. You're dating yourself a touch. Just a touch. I'm only 44 years old. Gotta remember, we're not all old heads like you. Head shrinkers? Nah. Gotta start hitting the Mets. But I know. I mean, I don't think that was intentional to hit on Kemp. But you gotta do something, right? But again, that comes from Rob Thompson, Rick. You're older than me too, Adam. Damn. I didn't think you were older than me. Again, Kemp gets drilled, but I don't think Kemp was drilled intentionally. But Juan Soto should have been drilled by now. Lindor should have been drilled by now. The way Juan Soto posing and stuff, no. It's just a little gentleman jack with an ice cube. My wife bought me these like big giant ice cube makers. I'm a big gentleman's jack guy, Rick. Love my gentleman's jack. Just with one ice cube, I'm good to go for the night. You might have dipped. I took a little break and refilled it even. This is my second glass. No, it is what it is. You approve? I'm a huge gentleman jack guy. My top two choices if I'm drinking brown liquor on the rocks, it's Gentleman Jack or James Buchanan. James Buchanan's more of a Scotch. Oh, so he only got a year on me. Okay, gotcha. Treehouse IPA, I've had that before. It's good. Very good. You know I love my IPAs. First and third, 2 out. Got to get one of these runs home here. I do like the single barrel. That's a little bottle this big for $50. I'll treat myself to that occasionally. I just bought a giant thing, like a handle of Gentleman Jack for $60. So I'm going on vacation, so I need it for this weekend, next week. So I'll treat myself to a single barrel. I'll treat myself to things occasionally. But man, I like a drink every night before I go to bed. And yeah. I am not off tomorrow. I'm there open to close tomorrow. Open to close every day starting tomorrow until I leave for the beach next Sunday. Yeah. This is bourbon. Scotch is not tonight. James Buchanan is my favorite Scotch right now. Preferably their older, higher end one. Occasionally to treat myself. Come on. Let's go, Turner. Go. I'm avoiding the comments. See what Turner does here. Takes a pitch there. Let's refresh here real quick. Still no new subscribers. Still sitting at 25 likes. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Innings over. Thanks for the last shot. All right. That was the chance there, man. All right, I think I got a long week ahead of me. We're gonna wrap this baby up. If you're watching on replay, I don't know why you would, but please like and share, subscribe. We'd love y'all to tune in. My golf picks suck ass. Brian Harmon's one of my outrights, but he's the closest. But golf betting is hard, my man. It really is. But of course, the 1 week I don't bet Tommy Fleetwood, he probably finally wins. All right, children. I'm gonna call this baby a night. Y'all have a great night. I gave you over 2.5 hours of my time tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Mets fans, I enjoyed your time. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back, I think, Tuesday morning. I think we'll be back Tuesday morning. No show Monday. I'll do my best Tuesday morning. I got to go, man. I got a long week of work. Hey, Adam, you have a great night too, my man. Yeah, Mets are a joke. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to go call the girl in the red shirt, Alf, okay? I'll call her for you. I'll let you know next time I go live how the conversation went. All right, guys, everybody have a great night. Go Birds. Bubbles up.